Can a relationship get back to normal after someone cheats? Normal? No way. Look, my wife and I have been trying to put the pieces of our destroyed lives back together after her indiscretions very early in our relationship, and hope there will be a marriage there too. It's only been 4 years that we have been working on this. There is no normal now. I'm not even close to the same person I was. Now I'm moody, very short-tempered, find deception in everything anybody says or does. I have no interest in anything outside of my cars, weapons and racing. I used to be gentle and compassionate. Now, I lead with violence the moment I feel physically threatened, or some dude is threatening my relationship. I know this, so I don't go out much. These are some of the changes that range from minor to profound. I don't remember the guy I was, and to hear stories reminiscing about the past, that guy makes me sick. I can see why he was played. Do I like it? No. I'm literally stuck between keep trying and hoping that we can salvage this, or leave and face the world as someone I don't know alone. I know that at least for now I couldn't fathom another relationship. I would either treat the woman so horrible out of undeserved mistrust and jealousy, basically controlling her every move, or see her as just another pos woman just like the rest and preemptive strike her and just treat her how I was treated. The sad thing is I believe my wife did that to me because her ex treated her that way. Those are all facts. My fear is, as different a person I am now, I can't be sure I won't enjoy that life. I still have a tiny bit of good left, so I don't want to find out. My wife says she's trying. She says a lot of things. Another thing that's happened is words don't matter to me in the least. I don't care who the person is. Actions are all I see. She feels trapped. She had to give up her job of almost 20 years, you see it was her boss in the last one. I did get him transferred to a different place, and then got him fired. But every time she would mention someone in a half-kind way, well, it was on. It didn't help that she set boundaries for work and then decided that they were optional. Now she's stuck working for me. Nobody liked working for me before. I'm just mean. 8 o'clock means 8 o'clock, deadline is Wednesday, that means Wednesday. Do your work or you're gone. That hasn't changed in me, other than it happens a lot faster. She says she can't talk to me, everything she does to try and show me she's sorry and trying isn't the right stuff. But I believe I've explained in detail like 100k times now. So it's either silent or a fight. She is stuck also because a new job won't pay squat. Our entry level, she can't afford rent and her bills and child support to her cheating ex that I mentioned before. We've been fired by I don't know how many counselors, because of my blunt mouth, I call it like I see it and don't give a SHT. And her lack of action. Even if things get better or we find common ground, normal will never happen again, together or apart. She was in a horrible situation when we met that I didn't know about. At 9 weeks she broke it off, and moved in with me. The day she moved in she started an emotional affair with a tenant at my place. When I had to get rid of him for non-payment of any kind, she started a physical relationship with her boss. All within the first 10 months. To give you an idea about these guys, my tenant ended up snatching her daughter up. She was 16 but willing to go. They lived on the streets under a bridge for 6 weeks with other homeless people and knocked her up under said bridge, in front of said people. So I get a little protective of my sanity around good guys all the way to that. Anyone and everyone in my book. If you think normal will be there once the selfish, immoral, and cruel party gets what they want, get out of your fairy tale world. Look at reality. I'm never going to be back normal, I'm different. She's never going to be normal, same reasons. The kids won't be, and neither will the affair partners. Update: I wrote this answer in 2018, it's now almost July in 2020. In the end, Jen cheated on me 7 times that I know of. I'm on the road 4 to 5 days a week, the other 2 I'm repairing or upgrading my dragster. She was always welcome to come along. She did, for a while. Then she stopped and I knew what was up. In the end I found clothes that weren't mine in the laundry when I did it. I found notes under the bed to her and so on. She always said if we didn't make it, she wanted to go to Colorado with her family. I made that happen. Here's what I got in return: a protection order out of Colorado, whatever except they become permanent as in no expiration date. That means I am treated just as a felon is, and lose my Second Amendment rights. I was served that in Arkansas, with a detailed list of my weapon collection, that I had to surrender to the sheriff. I fought it and it was dropped by her. It was quite a piece of fiction. There was a part that really hurt and showed me everything I needed to know. After all the years together, she wrote in my description that I have hazel eyes. I have the only color eyes that don't fit that guess at all. I have blue eyes. Along the way she stole one of my dogs. Her defense was I was keeping my other dog in a small cage in another state in a backyard. I provided pictures 10 minutes old time-stamped. She didn't recognize the front of the house she purchased with me. I took her to Colorado last Thanksgiving. She is still taking from me. She cost me my job. No, really, had to be at a race in Houston for the team on Jan 16th. I was leaving the 12th and she showed up on the 10th and took the truck, trailer, and emptied all the accounts and closed them. She's forced me to sell the dragster, my entire car collection, and we are closing on the house Wednesday, for way less than what we paid 3 years ago. Some of you say I'm partially at fault or the way I treated her was wrong. Everybody is free to have their own opinion. She has not spoke to me since Thanksgiving, only through friends or her family or lawyer. I am no use to her anymore. I have nothing to take or consume. Her daughter is married to her husband, yet hasn't spoke to him since March of 2019 and 3 weeks ago had a baby with the guy she's living with. Her son did the same to his wife, and is living with a woman married to someone else. This family supports this behavior, and actually encourages it. Today I am a totally different person. I have quite a few female friends, but there is no way I'm committing to anyone. I'm far too suspicious and untrusting today. I have to start over at 51 years old. I've had to learn a new way of life. Food banks and giving plasma for cash have become the norm. I also see my friends for what they are. I have 2 in Arkansas, 2 in California, 3 in Iowa, 2 in Chicago, and a couple I went to high school with in Washington. Everybody else is gone. I won't ever go back to the groups of leeches hanging around. I know who my friends are now. A relationship? As far as I'm concerned, I'm bailing at the first red flag. I'd rather be wrong than hurt, because it'll never recover. Me? I'm more humble. I know who my friends are. I'm living a new life that I didn't believe existed out there. And last, it's just me, my dog, and my friends. They are always there for me, and I got their backside. Take a bullet for any one of them. Best of all, I know me. I know what I want, and I know what I'm capable of. I wouldn't change that for anyone.